Are you all ready to play the game?
Yes.
What is the game? Treasure hunt.
Conglom, taken from the word conglomerate, which means coming together.
Where the children are getting a space to just talk about their experiences, their feelings, and they feel so light. They really enjoy that.
In the Conglom, we just did art. So I enjoyed it because we were finding stones, painting it, and then we were making googly eyes and sticking it on that. That's why I enjoyed that Conglom.
I think Congloms also become a platform to express your thoughts, because it's right in the morning, and if you're not feeling right somehow, you can always express it to the whole class.
It's a conscious moment in the school. It's a conscious moment of the timetabling, and it's a time specifically built around relationship building. Relationships either between the peers in the space, relationship between the teacher and the students, and relationship between every participant and inhabitant that resides in a learning community. That morning time when you spend with a child, and you've noticed that the child is slightly quieter maybe, and you kind of respond to that child to say, "What happened, beta? What's the scene?" Rather than getting right into the subject. Okay, everybody, open page 23.
I will go the neck and.
Okay, can you get the drawing for us?
Yes.
For all of us to see?
Yes.
Yeah? Alright, but today, we are going to do something very interesting. My Drishti and Devanshi are not talking only. Kripanshi, what did you do in the weekend? Did you go out somewhere? Yes? No? I also did not go out anywhere. It is fine.
It's a time when you say, "Hi beta, what happened?" And then you recognize, okay, he doesn't want to talk right now, but you've already noticed the child. Okay, and then you basically tell the child later, "Come, let's sit aside." You don't notice that if you don't set a Conglom, if you don't have time for that. Every child will come with their own strengths, weaknesses, insecurities, likes, dislikes, emotions. And it's a time when you really make place for that.
This is the time when we don't talk about academics, and also we can share our personal matters. So we are being open and we have a voice and choice.
And there are different kinds of congloms which take place. We have a teacher-led conglom, we have student-led congloms. A student-led conglom is a chance for the students to showcase their talents, their interests. So they typically plan for it, and the way they plan for it is just the way a teacher plans for it. They bring things to show, they would show the process of what they have made or what they have learned with their peers. There is a back and forth, there's questioning, there's feedback, and it all adds up to, again, building student well-being.
Even they were very happy, and then in the end they would be like, "Oh, that's mine, and that will be mine," and then we'll be like, "Yeah, that's yours."
It improves our relationship with teachers and amongst ourselves, because we present together, we represent ourselves as one.
Whatever you're feeling when you come in the morning, it instantly gives you energy, it gives you enthusiasm for the day ahead. It helps you work stuff out, work out problems. It also helps, you learn to get to know people better, relate with them, feel empathy, and I think it's a great thing.
The congloms could be around building general awareness. General awareness would be current affairs, discussing global issues, informative exchange. A conglom sets the tone for the day. So we have congloms which can be inspirational or motivational also.
Thank you for singing like that. I loved this movie because I'm sure most of you can connect to it.
whatever he did, he never lose hope. He did put a lot of rigor.
But how many of you could relate to your real life with the movie which you saw?
I'm never giving up, first of all.
Yeah, now we are able to do it.
We started with novice and now we are at apprentice.
So where do you wish to go?
Expertise.
Once a student shared some inspiring story about an Olympic runner who didn't have legs, but he ran with blades. Now he is taking part in the Olympics, the actual Olympics. So that for me was inspiring.
Sometimes Kongloms could be just a story reading session.
With one swift move, she crossed the room and grabbed him by the wrist.
The teacher is reading a story, and then the questions and the discussion from that Konglom could lead to many other things.
And why do you think she was playing with darkness?
She was all alone and she was playing with darkness. Yes, we can play.
You can play?
Sometimes the Konglom need not be done only in the classroom. The Konglom can be done as a key stage, or for instance, a couple of classes can get together to do a Konglom. You can get all, say grades 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 together and basically talk about the school culture in the Konglom.
Right, so we have beautiful different trees. Sachin.
Ma'am, it is like key stage 1 is just a seed. Then when they come in key stage 2, they become a plant, and then in key stage 3, they become a tree. They grow in
Very often in most schools, we timetable subjects. Here the wonderful shift is, can you timetable for relevance, rigor and relationships? And that's a beautiful way to look at your timetabling. And because we consciously set the tone for first establishing relationships, because that really is the core of any setting an affect in a school. Because you have to understand, when children respond to a space through emotions, their ability to even cognitively do better is established. So they really need to respond to a space with their feelings and their emotions. And a Konglom is the teacher's way of saying that you are very important and your presence here is hugely important.